Welcome back to the channel on this very sunny day. We still have some snow on the ground, but we are going to do a camper tour today. Starting in the back, this is our toy hauler portion. So there is a big door that comes down in the back. So that folds down into a porch. We don't use it a ton, just because we have two littles, and every night we put it up just because the inside doors aren't super secure. So we just put it up at night, and the doors are really hard to open. So we only put the porch down when it is below 80 degrees and above 60 degrees and barely any humidity, because inside the camper it reflects on whatever it is outside if we have that door open. This is the kids' door. We have it locked, the steps aren't down, and it's blocked on the inside. We do not use that door ever. This is our slide for one of our couches in our dining room. We did buy this used. It's a 2023. There's supposed to be a TV in here, but there wasn't. So we have my son's fishing pole and some outdoor bug stuff and whatnot. Sound system we don't use. Actually, we did use it once. I was cleaning the roof. My husband is not a fan of heights, so I cleaned the roof, and he was jamming some music for me. This is our front door. We do have 4 awnings, so one there, one and another, and then over the porch there's one. The one thing that stinks about this model and year, this is our only storage. This is our outdoor storage. It is tiny compared to what normal people have. No idea what those are. Those my husband deals with. That is my central vac. I've become to hate that thing. I don't like it at all. Toys go under the camper. That is a propane tank, one of 2. Coming around the front, I'm not going to open that because I think my husband locked it, but our generator's in there, and we do have solar on top, so our batteries are in there for solar. More toys, chairs. We did get a Big Daddy because it's cold and we go through a lot of propane, especially with trying to keep it warm for 2 little kids. And not gonna lie, I love me some warm inside weather. I don't want to be wearing a coat inside. Here's our other propane tank. This is our, I don't know, outdoor control stuff, how you flush your tanks and whatnot. This is our furnace, hot water heater. We have a tankless hot water heater, which is lovely. That's our bathroom window, kitchen window, another window over our other couch, and then back to the toy hauler part. And then there's our Starlink hanging up way up top. That is for, you put the gas for the generator and an extra tank if you have like hauling toys to fuel them up. We do have a dryer vent right there. We don't have a washer and dryer as of right now. Not sure if we're gonna get one, but currently I go to a laundromat. Back to the front, we are coming in the door. This is what we see. Plenty of rugs. Take my shoes off. Okay, so door, we have that for air draftiness. We have a lot of blankets hanging up right now because it's just cold and I'm trying to keep the drafties out. It's going up the stairs. Oh, here's the central vac where you plug the hose in, fuse box, and I don't know what that is. That's a sweeper thing, CO2 detector. And that light that I put duct tape over because it's ungodly bright. So that's a window back there. This is the control panel. You can turn on your lights, turn them off, how full your tanks are. Surprisingly, we've gotten the black tank back down to 0, which is apparently virtually impossible with used RVs, but I don't know, somehow we did it. How hot it is, a whole bunch of other stuff you can do on there. This is our bedroom. This is a queen bed. Another window, window, window. When my mom drove here with us, she did help me put plastic on the windows, so that was very nice of her. So closet, or we use these as closets. Well, those are our toilet pods and our sink de-smeller. My husband loves hats. He has hats everywhere. This is our tools, because we don't have any underbelly storage, so all of our tools are in here. We do have a truck that just sits, but there's stuff in there too, so it's nice to have tools in here. I don't know, my husband's stuff. That's my clothes, my clothes, my clothes, my clothes. This whole bed has storage underneath. And then our closet is fairly large. My husband's clothes and mine. There's a purpose for that. My husband gets up at 4:30 in the morning and gets dressed, and I don't want to be woken up per se. I wake up at like 5 to make his lunch and whatever else, but when he gets up, I still want to be sleeping. So he goes in the bathroom and turns on the light, and then he can just open the door. There's a door right here a little bit and get his clothes out. So these drawers, very small. He has 2 pairs of pants, and that fills the drawer, and his undies. But so he has pants, undies, socks. Yes, a full stinking drawer of socks, because I don't know why. It's pajama pants and shorts and stuff. And then I keep my seasonal, so this is my like undies and stuff. And then my seasonal, right now it's pants. I switched that out for socks in the summer. I'll just do the under. So under here, that's our air fryer pizza oven thing. We use that in the summer because I refuse to use my stove. It gets so hot in here. It's ridiculous. So we put that on our counter, which takes up the whole counter space, and I'll show you where that goes. But right now it's under here. That is my stain carpet cleaner thingy. If you have kids, you gotta have one. I use that all the time. My kids' summer clothes are in that bag. Our extra chair. Stuff that's going to my sister because she just had a baby, and I'm getting rid of a lot of my baby stuff when my kids grow out of it. So that's under the bed. Bathroom. Toilet paper. My stuff. Cleaning stuff. This is just a little area. Lotion, bubble bath, vitamins. Oh, just random stuff. This is not deep at all. As you can see, this is a box of Band-Aids. Shower. My kids took a shower last night, or a bath. This is deep. My kids take a bath just fine in here. Like, it is very deep. Like, I don't even know, 3-4 inches deep. We did find a plug at Lowe's that plugs it. Anyways, they took a bath, and they get all this fun stuff in their bath. My husband is 12 hours away currently working because a foreman needs to be on the job site at all times. So anywho, I did not clean this because after a bath, my kids are nuts, and I don't want to be sitting here cleaning this and having them jumping on my back. So, lovely toilet that we don't like. Our garbage cans, towels everywhere. Not a lot of room in here, so we just hang them where we can. We were trying to replace this toilet and get rid of this base. Come to find out, they drilled the hole for the toilet way back there. So you can't even get a regular toilet. A mirror, sink. I'm not a high maintenance galley whatsoever. I don't have barely anything. My shelf, husband's shelf, medicine. More cleaning supplies. I do love my cleaning supplies. I love my vacuums. I love to clean. Extra towels. So that's that. Another door. Okay. Down the stairs. We have our kitchen. I love our cabinets. So this is our kitchen. Okay. This is where our air fryer toaster thingy sits. My husband bought that toaster because we decided to remove it and then we had no way to toast bread. So we got a toaster. That blender usually lives under the sink. But at the moment I just decided to put it out because my kids love smoothies. They want one every day. This is a fancy microwave. I don't really know how to use it. I just microwave things, but apparently you can cook pizza, and I think it's a convection oven. There's a wire rack that sits here. Let me know if that works well, because maybe I should do that instead of put our air fryer back. I don't know. Spices, alcoholic beverages, which we rarely even have soda to drink that, so. But my husband likes some Crown, so this is all of our silverware. I recently just got rid of the kids' plastic stuff. They're fine with metal. My 2-year-old can't open this, and my 4-year-old knows better. But that's that. This only has a child lock on it because it's broke. It came broke. There's no latch to keep it shut. But this is our main snack cabinets. I love these containers. I just got them like a month ago and I love them. So that's that. Okay, up here. We are tallish folks. I am 5'10". My husband claims he's 6'1". But we can reach up here just fine. So we keep our plates. Extra food goes over here. Baking goods. I have a baking degree. I love to bake. And then all of the plasticware for my husband's meals. We do occasionally use paper plates. I am not a huge paper plate user in our house. I used to hide it from my husband because he loves using it for some reason. I hate using it. It's wasteful, but I don't have a dishwasher anymore. So you know what? If we're doing something gross and sticky, I'll use a paper plate. Cups. We also love our cups. Coffee cups, water bottles, my bowls, and other baking necessities. We love coffee. I love coffee. My husband will drink it in the winter. Keurig. Oh, I love myself an espresso. I might get one for the summer because my husband won't drink coffee then. But right now we have this. I kind of want an espresso because it is smaller too. This is just large. I do have 2 knives back there. I bought a magnetic strip to go right here. Come to find out, you have to drill it on. So I sent it back. I don't know. I might try to find one that sticks to the wall. But I don't really love my knives back there. Neither of my kids can get them, but I just don't like that they're sitting there. I got other things to do. Yes, we keep butter on the counter. Random screwdriver and lighter and pen for whenever we need it, but our kids hide them and we can't find them. Utensils for cooking. This is my pots and pans, my husband's thermos, some saran wrap, waffle maker, more extra food, which I totally forgot I had that. Yeah, mixer, just random things. Just a tad bit of storage under here. 2 sheet pans and my mats to cook with. This is a big oven. My regular sheet pans fit in here just fine. I have that there because it is gas. So if you have a pan directly down there, stuff will burn really fast. So I put that pan there to buffer it a little bit. Fridge. Here I have a list of the meals I'm making. Like I said, my husband isn't home, so I'm just kind of making whatever I feel like. But usually I have that full, and then we put a grocery list right here. activities for the week for me and the kids. This is not a standard size fridge. It is a little smaller, but I mean, it works just fine. It's fairly large. Like, I got pizza, we got all sorts of stuff in here. So it's fairly large. And then our fridge. It's a decent size. Doesn't stay open very well, but okay. Next on the list is our pantry. She's small. Very small. So like, I don't know, pastas and canned goods and whatnot, breakfast stuff, and baking stuff. There are a few things that we would change about this RV, and we might be getting a different one, just because of the things in this one. So these are, again, super shallow drawer, like super shallow lengthwise and depthwise. And then under the sink we have, it's kind of dark, cleaning supplies, mop stuff, my coffee stuff, that's our candy bucket, and then our sink. And then over here we got our garbage can. My son's playing with his Osmo stuff right now. 2-year-old seat. I put a car seat protector on that because, man, cloth seats are not for kids. And then my seat, and then his seat, and then my husband will just sit right there and eat. More hanging blankets. This is the window we open during the day, along with that lovely window. In a month we'll be taking these down because it should warm up, but here we have a 2-seater couch that reclines. It does have heated and massage seats, but we unplug them because we have little kids. We stuff our shoes under here. Toys everywhere. And then we have a sectional. We do love the sectional idea. There's storage under that, which is like useless because you have to move both of these pieces out of the way. It's just a lot of work. So, and then I stuff our blankets behind there. We got some more windows, and then we have storage up here. So we have games, and more snacks. So the fifth wheel we thought of getting was so this is a 395 MS. We're looking at the 395 MT. It's brand new, 2026. But there's a few differences, and I'll talk about them. This is a stereo, adult cards, books, lots of books, candles, and homeschool stuff, my stuff, coloring, books, and then we do have a Wii stuff. More toys, lovely fireplace, and more toys. Up there's our loft, so that can be a different sleeping area, but we have storage up there. Our suitcases, and then painting stuff. Those are screens. Painting stuff. Homeschool, stamps, slime, activity bins. There's wipes up there. So here is the boys' room. We did carpet it. Our lovely doorstop. We haven't found a better solution yet. But we got lots of toys in here. This is that door. We have an insulation thing on it. So Will sleeps up here, our 4-year-old. It is a queen bed. And then on the end is all toys, toy bins that we can take down if he wants them. We do have a dupe nugget couch. It's the one from Sam's Club. But all of that stuff can fit up here. But I have two boys. They love to make forts. They love to make climbing structures. They love to jump on them and wrestle on them and do whatever else. Window. A little bit of storage. We have extra bedding. There's a TV up here. It's never been used. It's not even plugged in. This is their clothes. This is a fold down drying rack. We love to go swimming, so it's nice to have a drying rack inside for the winter. I found that at Aldi last year. Clothes hanging, baby monitor, night sound machine, and then we have crafts, and then the rest is their clothing. Works fine now. Oliver's clothes, my 2-year-old, his clothes fit really well. My 4-year-old's clothes, on the other hand, the winter clothes fit fine. Summer clothes are obviously smaller, so they'll fit really well. But I have a feeling next winter, we might need to find a different solution or move the craft stuff because we're going to run out of room. Going back on this side. So window, this is a big window. This is our toy solutions right now. Farm stuff. We love our Tonys. These are all Tony figures. I'd love to do a review on those. We love our Magna-Tiles. This whole thing's full of Magna-Tiles and trucks. Other little bits and bops of toys. Tool bin. More books down there. So this is the door. These are the doors back here. I have a curtain hanging up. I have a giant tension rod that holds them up. But in summer, we can move the shades aside. I basically have it here because it just gets a little drafty. Or not drafty, it's a little cold. This is the only lock on this door. That's why we put it up at night. But those are sliding doors. And then little people bin. We have a toy kitchen. Another blanketed window. So we don't have this one blanketed. It is wrapped, but to get some sunlight in. My son just woke up from his nap. This is my 2-year-old's crib. He's growing out of it. We do have a space heater. If it tips over, it shuts off. We have it on eco mode. I'm not exactly sure about the ampage situation, but if this runs at full power, it blows the breaker. We have it on eco mode, which runs 600 to 900 watts or volts or something. You're not supposed to go over 1500 on a single unit. We do have it plugged into the washer and dryer one because it has its own breaker, whatever the heck it's called. Anywho, it works fine. Keeps the boys' room nice and warm. It's temperature set, so you can set it to a temperature and it'll turn off. So it doesn't run all the time. It only runs when it gets below that temperature. They do have a heat source, but it only comes out right there. That is the only place the heat comes out in this room. So that's why we have this in here. Washer goes here if we got one. So the plan is to get the IKEA bunk beds that are for toddlers. It'd sit about this high. And it would come out to about here. So the idea is to do a toy rotation and have a lot of these toys up here. And then every week I would switch the toys out. And we are just going to have one toy unit right here. And that's where their toys would be. This gets a disaster. They pull all their toys off. And it just gets destroyed so easily. And they don't play with some of the stuff because it's just laying all over. So I think a toy rotation might be a better set for us. We won't be doing that until we move though. Because one, my mother's a godsend and I want her help. And two, we need an IKEA that is closer. So a lot of the stuff I'm getting, actually all the stuff I'm getting is from IKEA. This is our half bath. This bath is useless to us. We have little boys. We don't need another bathroom. I put our laundry there, my son's electric scooter he got for Christmas, and our swimming stuff. If we do get that other model, the idea is to maybe get it custom built and not do the bathroom. We rather just have this room be for a washer and dryer. Well, we wouldn't have the room, but eliminate this and put the washer and dryer there. So that is the tour. Now let me talk a little bit about what the 395 MT changes would be. So it's very similar. Basically, our bed would be going, so this is a north facing bed, I think they call it. So it would be a west facing bed. So there would be a slide there that a king bed would be on, and it would slide in and out. So we would have a lot more room to walk. We'd have a king bed, and our closet space would be this whole length of this wall. We have 2 little kids. They like to sleep with us sometimes. My husband loves to do sleepovers with our son, and it would just be nice to have a king bed. The bathroom is definitely a different layout. The shower is the same size though, but I'm not going to go over the differences in there because it gets kind of complicated. Kitchen would be exactly the same, except this countertop slides in and out. These drawers aren't here, and we get double these drawers down here too. So we would be able to put the garbage can here, and we would have 3 extra deep drawers for all of our pantry needs. So we wouldn't have to put snacks up here. We wouldn't have to put snacks down here. And then this cabinet is all drawers, so it's 4 drawers deep. So those are the main differences in the one we want to get. So we'll see. Honestly, this one is fine. And to keep the kids quiet, we have a little activity. We are playing with kinetic sand. Oopsie. You making a mess?
I'm sharing some of his with me. I'm sharing some of mine with him.
Oh. If you like this tour, please give me a follow. We're going to be doing a lot of updating, like I said, in the boys' bedroom. And I love to organize. When it gets warmer, we're going to be doing some deep cleaning. We have a trip coming up here back to Wisconsin, so that's going to be a 12-hour drive. We are currently on the East Coast. I won't be sharing our location until we leave, but I will be doing a review of the campsite we're currently at once we do leave. We have really liked this campsite. It is very small and quaint. There's not a whole lot to do around it per se, but we do have fun getting out and going to try new places, even if we do have to drive a little bit. So, but follow along. Like I said, I have a few ideas coming up and different. My son really wants to make cinnamon rolls, so I'll have to show how we do cinnamon rolls in this little tiny kitchen. But I do like to bake a lot of other things, and I send them to work with my husband because nobody needs to be eating a ton of sweet things. I am a sweetaholic. I love to eat sugar, which is terrible, but I've always been that way. So if it's here, I will eat it, and that is not good. But yeah, so subscribe and come along to see other videos. Thank you. Bye.